So we know we just finished reading the book Codes. So now it's time to start our next book. So today we're going to take a picture walk and try to figure out what our next book is going to be. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the images, or it might even be a quote that I'll show you. And when you look at the images or quotes, you come up with questions that you might want to ask. You kind of make predictions from those pictures, and or ask different questions or comments about what you observed. All right. And once we get to the end, I will read a passage from the story, and we'll discuss and see if some of your predictions were correct or not. All right, so the first one is a picture of the grocery store. Write down any comments, observations you see from the picture, or predict what you think the significance of the grocery store is. All right, the next one is a quote. Sometimes he reminded me of a turtle hiding inside its shell, in there thinking about things and not ever sticking his head out into the world. What do you think the significance is of this quote? What do you think it actually means? All right, a dog. A tree with bottles hanging from it. Another quote. You can't always judge people by the things they have done. You've got to judge them by what they are doing now. Remember to write any questions you might have. The significance of this quote. Peanut butter, a jar of pickles, and throat lozenges. Like cough drops. What role do you think they might play in our story? Ooh. Last quote. You know, my eyes ain't too good at all. I can't see nothing but the general shape of things, so I gotta rely on my heart. Why don't you go on and tell me something about yourself so I can see you with my heart? Alright, my last picture, there is a storefront church and a trailer park. Write any observations you might see, any questions you might have. Alright, my name is India Opabulani, and last summer my daddy, the preacher, sent me to the store for a box of macaroni and cheese, some white rice, and 2 tomatoes. I came back with a dog. This is what happened. I walked into the produce section of the Winn-Dixie grocery store to pick out 2 tomatoes, and I almost bumped right into the store manager. He was standing there, all red-faced, screaming and waving his arms around. "Who let a dog in here?" he kept shouting. "Who let a dirty dog in?" So, we know automatically that our story is going to take place where? In the grocery store. So that was the significance of having the picture of the grocery store. Yes. What did you have on your sticky note about the grocery store? What questions or observations did you make? What question you had, Solomon?
Observation I made, I thought that the main character probably was working at the grocery store.
Okay. What you have, Brooke?
Taking a walk in the grocery store.
Taking a walk in the grocery store. Right, we good.
Somebody looking for something in the grocery store.
So there was somebody actually looking for something in the grocery store. Oprah was looking for, India was actually looking for something in the grocery store.
India.
Her name is India.
Her name India. So she probably left the book.
But our story does start off in the grocery store.
But why do you got a picture of fruit?
In the produce section, that's what happened. The first paragraph.
But he went to find white
She
rice.
went for a box of macaroni and cheese, white rice, 2 tomatoes,
Oh.
and came back with a dog. She was in the produce section. The produce section is going to be in the what section? The fruit section. So that's why that picture is important. Alright, the quote. Sometimes he reminded me of a turtle hiding inside his shell, in there thinking about things and never sticking his head out into the world. Mariah, what do you think about that quote?
I put the turtle is nervous and shy.
The turtle's nervous and shy. Anybody else have anything with shy?
I put, wait, where is it? I can't find it.
Sometimes you have to be by yourself just to think a little.
Okay. All these things. This is actually a quote
Oh,
from
I
her.
know.
What'd you have?
I put the main character is shy.
It is actually about one of our characters, and this person is shy. So we'll find out more about that character later on. Alright, the dog. What's the purpose of the dog? The significance. Why do you think I have a picture of a dog?
Cause he found the dog, and what I put is.
But you didn't know that until after I read their first paragraph.
I know, but on my observation, I put that is the main character's dog.
There's the main character's dog, okay. Brooklyn, what'd you have?
The dog looking for somebody to play with.
Okay. He was looking for somebody, alright, Mariah?
I put the dog is shy.
Okay. He does look kind of like he's smiling, dude.
Yeah.
Alright. What'd you make the other tree with the bottles?
I put those are the main character wishes.
Maybe. Anybody else have anything they want to share? Okay.
I said to make some sound.
This is another place in one of the setting in the story. We'll find that out later on, but you'll see the significance of it. It does kind of have something to do with the wishes that Solomon was talking about. Another quote: you can't always judge people by things that they've done. You got to judge them by what they are doing now.
For that one, I put that the main character probably did some bad, and he can judge about what he had done.
Okay.
Don't judge nobody about their first entrance.
All right. Exactly.
Something similar to it.
And judge a book by its cover.
Exactly. All right. Peanut butter, pickles, and throat lozenges.
Oh, I can think of something. They're probably what he was eating some pictures or something.
feed. They might be
He
eating
got
pickles and peanut butter, but they do serve. They are something that's going to be important in our story. So these are key things we need to watch for. On our last quote, has something to do about your eyes not being too good, and that they have to rely on their heart. So tell me about you, so I can see you for myself with my heart. So what do you think that actually means?
I put that the main character would judge people by the way they are on the inside, not on the outside.
Exactly. But it's also talking about a person who can't see, so that they have to judge you based on what? On the inside of a person. Your character, basically. And our last one, it was a storefront church and a mobile home.
Well, once you
Trailer park.
Once you read, you said that that was the preacher.
Exactly. Later on, we found out that dad is a preacher. That was in the first paragraph. And about the mobile home. This is another place of our setting. So, our story for this 9 weeks will be Because of Winn-Dixie.
We read that one in 3rd grade, not 4th
Well,
grade.
it wasn't the whole book. We read the whole book.
Yeah, we
Like
read
part
part
of
of
it.
it.
Oh, because of it.
So, our story is Because of Winn-Dixie. So just now that you know, now that you've seen some of the pictures, and I know you probably read this story already before.
We read something.
We read some of it before. But we are doing it again, and we will have some activities that go along with it. But now you see the significance of some of our pictures.
Well, yes.
You see some of the significance now with some of the pictures and everything like that. So, any other questions about the book?
No.
Because of Winn-Dixie.
Are they gonna tell are they gonna tell us at the end of the story or the middle why man went Dixie? Where you from? How you come
The
from?
grocery store was called Winn-Dixie,
Oh.
and that's what she named it out. Because
You
of
must already
Winn-Dixie.
read the book.
There's also a movie for this book.
I don't watch movies. I just watch TV shows.
Well, after we read the book, we will go through and watch the movie. That way you can see the differences, because the book is totally different from the movie. So, all right.
Give me the